pancaked mess on the top of his head. His contacts had apparently dried up, so he was wearing glasses that were too small and wiry to be fashionable, and his normal uniform, a black t-shirt and slightly tight black pants, looked stretched and wrinkled. When Jenny remembered what she was wearing and where she'd been for the last several hours, Davis confirmed what she feared. "You look like hell," he said. She twisted her braid into a knot at the top of her head and straightened her cashmere scarf. "You too," she said, following him inside. He stopped in the stairwell and slumped against the railing. "She's upstairs, so we have to whisper." "Who?" Davis's eyes got wide. He leaned toward Jenny and whispered, "Blake Harrison." Jenny looked back at him, not knowing the name or why she should. In response to her silence, Davis said it again, a little more slowly. "Blake Harrison." "Sorry, the star of this year's Whitney Biennial. She did those huge towers made of hair." Jenny wanted to laugh, but could tell that Davis would be hurt if she had. This is why she didn't like contemporary art. She had some Monet posters on her wall at work. That was about as far as she'd go. She had no interest in towers made of hair. That's why she usually liked the Albus Booker Museum, which Bostonians just referred to as the Albee. It was small, but it was focused on the classics. Its founder was some frick-like baron who collected stodgy Western art, all unquestionably Jenny's taste. They had some Greek amphoras, a few Rembrandt drawings, one of the world's few Vermeers, Degas watercolors, and a few Rodins. Just what she liked. It was one thing she and her boss Michael had in common. "Well, Blake is upstairs, where we're installing her show, and she's freaking out and threatening to walk, and I need a lawyer." A lawyer? When Davis started working at the Albee, he invited Jenny to events and tried to fix her up with his friends. After about a year of Jenny standing him up because she had to fly with Michael to interview a witness, or Michael needed her to rewrite a brief, or Michael needed her to go to D.C. immediately because a settlement had fallen through, Davis got creative. The museum needed occasional pro bono legal help with its art lending contracts, and Davis recommended Jenny. Michael let Jenny do it because he liked bragging that the firm was a sponsor of their more high-profile shows. Jenny, in exchange, got to spend a few hours every month at the museum with Davis, reviewing and drawing up new contracts. It was her favorite thing about her job, and it wasn't even supposed to be part of it. Jenny sat on the stair next to Davis and patted his hands. "Start from the beginning." "Blake's show opens Friday. We don't usually do contemporary, but this new installation of hers is in conversation with the masters, so the director went out on a limb, said I could book it. So it's on me." Jenny nodded. "Okay, congrats. What happened? I mean, before the biennial, it wouldn't have been a big deal, but now here she is, and we're already getting press." Davis's knee started bouncing frantically. Jenny squeezed his thigh, gently, trying to root him in the moment. "And?" she said. "She's refusing to work because we transposed 2 of her measurements. For one of the rooms, there is an 18-foot-long wall with a door, and a 14-foot wall without a door, and we put the door on the wrong wall, and now she says she refuses to install the exhibit, and she's going back to New York." Davis's voice was speeding up in a kind of panic. "So you want me to—" Jenny searched Davis's face. His brows were knit. "I'd call the general counsel, but she's in Rome dealing with that Greek amphora thing and didn't answer my email, and frankly, I wanted to be able to handle this myself. I mean, handle it with your help. I just don't know what to do. She won't even talk to me now." Jenny sighed. This Blake character sounded like far too many of Davis's artist friends. An irrational, arrogant bully. "So, she's refusing to work because one wall is the wrong length?" 2 walls, actually, but yes. "What's going in the walls?" "Nothing. Nothing at all. I mean, lights. It's nothing but light. She's recreating paintings, but just the light, to give the feeling of being in the painting, but with, without the painting." Jenny suppressed an eye roll. "You have the contract?" Davis handed her.